Hello, thanks for joining us again on the channel. Okay, yes, we've reviewed a lot of these. Too many, probably. But trust me, this one stands out. It caught me off guard, in a good way. Before we get started, there's a special discount if you're interested. The link is in the description and also in the top comment. Now, let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Let's start with our first reviewer's experience.
This reviewer starts by pointing out that a lot of these types of products are pretty similar, no matter which brand you go with. Apparently they're all made in roughly the same places, so the advice is to shop around and be smart about the price you pay. That said, our reviewer got a great deal on this particular electric bike and seriously regrets not buying one sooner. They're about 511 and fairly lightweight, but even with a decent amount of gear like a drone, camera, and backpack, they can easily hit speeds of 36 to 37 miles per hour on flat roads. They've already put 200 miles on this thing, so it's getting some serious use. The only real complaint this client has is the lack of a proper maintenance guide. They were hoping to find a manual to help with adjustments, but came up empty-handed online. Specifically, they want to adjust the sensitivity of the brake levers, as they've noticed the braking power isn't quite what it used to be. The reviewer also notes that this electric bike is attractive and probably a theft target. They make sure to lock it up when out and about. Fortunately, it folds up easily for storage at home. They can carry it up the stairs, fold it in half, and it fits nicely in their laundry room, super convenient. Overall, our reviewer thinks it's a no-brainer. If you don't have a license for a scooter but still want to get around, this is a great option. Or, if you enjoy biking but have some physical limitations like arthritis, this could be perfect. They absolutely love this electric bike.
Excellent. Let's find out what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer thinks this scooter is an absolute beast. It's surprisingly fast. Our reviewer, who is around 510 and 180 pounds, took it for a spin on a flat street and was easily hitting speeds over 30 with the throttle on the highest level. It had been about a decade since they last rode a bike, and this was their first experience with an electric one, so they feel like they made a really good choice. They even admitted that they needed time to get used to going so fast, because this scooter would serve as the perfect commute bike. Now, a few weeks later, the initial excitement has settled down a bit. Does this client still love this scooter? Absolutely, but sadly they experienced their first ever flat tire. After years of owning regular bikes without incident, a small pin caused a flat on the rear tire. The reviewer took it to their usual bike shop, but unfortunately they don't service bikes not purchased from them, something that our reviewer hadn't even considered. After calling around, they realized that no one in their area services e-bikes bought elsewhere. This forced the reviewer to learn how to fix it themselves with the help of online videos. They mentioned the importance of confirming that a local bike shop will service the scooter before buying it. Now they have to learn how to maintain and tune up their scooter. Do they regret the purchase? Not at all. It's their first e-scooter and their local bike shop sells them, but the high-end models cost thousands, so it wasn't a price point they were ready for.
Alright, let's find out what our next reviewer has to share.
This reviewer is absolutely thrilled with their first electric bike experience. After extensive research, they finally settled on this particular model and were eager to try it out. Delivery took the expected time frame. There was a slight hiccup upon arrival. The LCD screen was broken, however customer service was very responsive and helpful, and a replacement screen was sent out promptly. Although the bike could still be used without the screen, it was definitely a bummer. The reviewer received a replacement screen a little while later, but unfortunately it arrived with a noticeable scratch. They decided to overlook it, but admitted they probably should have contacted the company about it. Additionally, an error message pops up every time the bike is turned on, which they haven't investigated yet. Assembly, according to our reviewer, was fairly straightforward, especially with the help of the online video tutorial. They found the printed instructions a bit too simplistic, especially for beginners. The most challenging part was attaching the front wheel, involving spacers and washers that required a bit of maneuvering to fit correctly. Despite these minor issues, the riding experience has been fantastic. This client loves all the features, including the headlight, tail light with turn signals, horn, throttle, and the LCD screen with its associated control buttons. The suspension seems pretty good, although there's a slight looseness in the front end that needs further investigation. The bike feels great at full speed, and the seat is surprisingly comfortable. After about 20 miles of riding, there was only minimal soreness. Overall, despite a few initial setbacks, our reviewer highly recommends this bike.
That's all for now. If you found this useful, hit like and subscribe. Let's talk in the comments. See you in the next video.